with John, Paul, Kim, ganyan. And then later on, people go, who are these designers? And then later they start going.
As a perfect example is when recently John did the outfit of actress for Showtime, and then she Instagrammed it and tweeted about it. Automatically, you got how many? Parang, oh yeah, calls, and then 200 new followers on Instagram and Twitter. And then a week after, like Maria Rivera naman, yung ganun. So, ganun ka-important yun. Yeah, but some people think when you have clients that are famous, they think you are friends. But actually, you're not friends. I mean, it's the stylists you're working with, or their agents, or whatever. It's
And of
not.
course, syempre, iba pa rin yung power sa celebrity. Pag sila yung nagsuot, definitely, marami yan, marami
Because they
kaya
find
ang
out.
client. Eh, celebrity kasi sila eh, may power na sila yung talaga. Correct. Sila yung parang role model ng mga masses. So,
Right, and the thing is, when, for example, they wear the styles that Nova design, and when they come out in a magazine or featured on TV, gawa ko ni John, Paul, Kim, and then later on, more people want to also get that kind of demand. I see. Now here's another question. A lot of students ask this, especially in fashion. Do you need to have a lot of money to actually survive in the fashion industry? I mean, like, because you mentioned already a while ago, you keep on creating attires, and that's a lot of investment. What about a starting student? You have to have a lot of money to be in the fashion industry.
I always believe this, that brain trumps money. If you don't have a lot of money, I'm sure you were a student in you were paying for everything. If you are smart enough or you think a lot about what you do, kahit cheap fabric, you can make it look expensive, then better. Kesa yung rich student who got a really expensive fabric, who wanted them in the so pero ikaw na kumuha ka ng super simple fabric, but because of your creativity and how you thought about changing the fabric into something that looks expensive, gusto na,
it's also about style and editing. So, kailangan ano siya.
Aside, yeah, just to add to what Kim said, syempre, dapat yung diskarte, sinasabi ni John yung diskarte, you have to be madiskarte. Not just when you become a designer, but when you're preparing for it, yung nagsiset off ka pa lang, dapat may ganun ka ng attitude. Disiplinahin mo yung sarili mo na you always have to be madiskarte sa lahat. Like, when you're cutting your fabrics, when you're purchasing your fabrics, kaya meron kaming, yung hindi na siya secret actually sa mga designers, but we call it palakpak in Divisoria. So when you're starting out, punta ka ng Divisoria ng 4 in the afternoon sa Elias Street, Tabora, kayo mo palakpakan yung mga guys doon. Bagbag sa fresh na lahat ng tela. So that's when you go, you scout for even mamaya yung fashion show, you will see a lot of palakpak fabrics because our fabulous students created pieces of syempre and they have to pay for it with their own allowances. So they went to Palakpak, and we were actually surprised with the pieces that they got. The fabrics that they got. And ako parang, I think I need to go back to Palakpak very soon. And then, yung sinabi naman ni Kim na about styling and editing, you have to be able to edit yourself. Hindi pwedeng ginawa mo yung design and then you don't listen to anybody else. This is my direction, this is what I want. You don't not even considering if people are actually liking it or if somebody is gonna wear it or if a lot of people are gonna wear it. So you have to be able to listen to your peers at first, no? Later on your market. Listen to them. Know how to edit your pieces so that it becomes now, it becomes updated, it becomes something that can be worn. Diba?
Okay. Now that you mentioned already the pieces, a lot of students, especially when they're starting out in fashion, what they tend to do is they look at current creations of known designers, and they tend to copy. They tend to copy, and they kind of just cut a bit of the sleeve to kind of make it their own. What can you say? Is that the way to go, or what?
I don't mind. You know, because even if you look at international brands, they copy themselves. Because that's how you start a trend. It's not enough that one designer is doing something. If magiging trend siya, magkakaroon ng demand yung isang item, if a lot of designers are doing it, and then you have to have one because according to the fashion gods, it's what you want to have.
Actually, 5 years ago, we would have given you a different answer. We would have said no, no, don't copy. But
since the dawn of itong advertising and trending is very important. Hindi lang yung trending sa Twitter, it's trending of the pieces. Like perfect example is Nina Ricci came up with the heelless shoes. And then another brand, Givenchy, I think, came up with heelless also in McQueen. Hindi naman nagalang si Nina Ricci because that created a demand, a trend for heelless shoes.
Most mga designers doing it, it's not a demand. There's not going to be a big demand for it.
Because the fans lang of Nina Ricci would see the heels, like heelless pala.